Hi guys, Football-ManagerYouthDevelopment.co.uk here. In this episode I'm going to be showing you how to create filters to find the perfect assistant manager for your team. So obviously the assistant manager is going to be a very important staff member for you and your team. He's going to be the player or the sort of member of staff who's going to know a lot about your players in the team, you know, their sort of ability, their potential. He's going to be someone as well that's going to be there to motivate the players, you know, kind of be your eyes and ears, if you like, you know, helping you along as you sort of progress in your management career. So what I've done here, guys, I've created a filter. And so there's some really key things that we need to kind of focus on when looking for an assistant manager, or to be honest, any staff member. You can set up these type of filters for any staff that you're looking for. On this particular episode, I am going to be looking for an assistant manager, and yeah, I'll show you the kind of techniques I use to do that. So obviously for an assistant manager, it's really important that they, you know, are really good in front of the media. You don't want somebody that's outspoken or volatile. You can imagine like a kind of Roy Keane type figure. You don't really want somebody like that after a match, you know, saying the wrong thing, kind of demotivating your players if you just had a loss or something like this. So it's really important to have that in your filter. Quite clearly, it's going to be good to have the judging player ability and judging player potential in this filter. It's also really important to have the determination attribute. Generally, the determination attribute is going to be quite closely linked to the personality of your staff and of your players. So the higher the determination, generally you're going to find that person is going to have a better personality. Doesn't always work like that, but generally it does. And so yeah, motivation I've got here, man management, discipline, working with youth players, and I've also got tactical knowledge here at the end. Now, what I've decided to do here, I was just before I was kind of like playing around with these filters, and I decided to set it to search for just assistant managers. But I was just thinking of, you know, if you were quite a big team, you might have a good chance if you put the filter as a preferred job. Now, if somebody's preferred job is a head of youth development, that doesn't mean to say that you've got absolutely no chance of trying to get this person in as an assistant manager. So I think it's quite important really to not just narrow it down, if you like, to particular areas that they're currently at. You can actually get some people to, you know, sign contracts for you on different roles for your club. So it's really important that you kind of keep it open as much as possible. Now for this filter, what I'm going to be doing is having a look at the determination attribute. And just for starters, so I've got all these attributes here and I've just set it to 1. I'm going to just pump this up to 8 across the board. And then what I'm going to start to do is just sort of really hone in on some of the other kind of really key attributes that I just want to, you know, kind of focus on. So when I'm looking for members of staff, I consider 8 to be like a kind of bare minimum. So I think that's where you really want to be having a look at when creating these filters. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the judging player potential and ability up to 12. And I'm then going to put the determination attribute up to roughly about the same. Now we can see here that we're still dealing with 245 people here. Now if I just take any random, so what I've done, I've obviously sorted it by determination. So I'm having a look at the most determined people. I'm having a look at this guy here, so he's unflappable. I can see that his judging player potential and ability is both 20. So yeah, if you have a look at this guy, he's absolutely phenomenal. In terms of being an assistant manager, he's like absolutely perfect. He's got everything. Working with youngsters, 20. Tactical knowledge, 20. Yeah, 20's all over the board. And if you take a look at his information, he's got a professional personality, which is absolutely like brilliant. Basically, that's exactly what you want. And also, yeah, his media style's unflappable, which is perfect as well. So this guy, as far as I'm concerned, is like probably the most perfect assistant manager. Now, I'm obviously just managing MK Dons at the moment, so I wouldn't have any chance really of getting this guy to sign for me. So like I was saying earlier, you can actually have a look in the staff roles here. Now, although this guy, you know, his preferred staff role is a head of youth development, you can also see here that you could potentially get him as a coach or as a scout. So if you find people like this, Imagine if we were just looking for assistant managers, this guy wouldn't have come up at all in our search filters because he's down as a head of youth development. So it's important to keep the filters open. I'm just going to go back to our filters here and just try and narrow it down a little bit, just so we can have a look at some other people. So I'm just going to up this to 15 here. And what I'm also going to do is up this to 15. Now we're left roughly with about 57 people within our kind of search parameters here. But you can see what the type of, kind of coaches and people that we're getting up on our sort of filters here, guys. So yeah, you can see that the determination attribute is going to be high. We're having a really good look at the judging ability and potential. We're just having a real good look across the board, basically. So you can maybe have a look at a guy like this. I'm having a look at like all these attributes. So you've got good determination, good motivating, man management's great. Working with youth players as well. So Mateus Sommer, obviously really famous person, but you can see here, really, really good attributes for an assistant manager. So you can just keep going down. Obviously, professional personality and evasive media handling style. So yeah, that's basically what I would do. Just set up a filter like this, just kind of play around with the attributes. Obviously, if you want to kind of keep up on it, you can just kind of keep playing around with them as much as possible. And hopefully what you'll end up finding is some players that really do want to, kind of come to you as an assistant manager or any kind of staff role that you're looking to fill. So yeah, really, really good kind of example here. You've got Herrero. Obviously, yeah, he's an assistant manager at Real Madrid at the moment, but you can see he's got all the key attributes that we're looking for here. Determined personality and evasive media handling style. So yeah, he certainly fits the bill as well. Clearly, obviously, the bigger the team you are, the better people or members of staff that you'll be able to attract to your club. So obviously, if you are a smaller club and nobody's really coming up on your player search filters, what I do is just maybe, put all these other ones down at say 5, and then you can just kind of have a bit of a play around. Just keep kind of knocking around with the numbers just until you get the right amount of people showing up on your search filter. But yeah, hopefully this will help you guys find your perfect members of staff that you're looking to find for your club. If you've got any questions, and you're watching this on YouTube, then ask any questions you might have. Also, please do press that like button, guys. Really, really does help the channel. And we'll be back very, very soon for some more Football Manager videos. Thanks for watching.